The vast, unforgiving expanse of the open ocean has always been a formidable challenge for mariners. It's a swirling, shapeless world where land vanishes, and the horizon offers no guide. For centuries, across countless cultures, the fear of being lost at sea was a palpable dread, a common fate for the ill-prepared or the unlucky. But imagine setting sail across this immense blue wilderness without a single modern navigational tool. No GPS, no radar, and, crucially, no compass. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, one legendary civilization did exactly that, exploring continents and forging an empire across treacherous waters with uncanny accuracy. How did the Vikings, those intrepid Norsemen, achieve such remarkable feats of navigation when others were hopelessly lost? Get ready to uncover the astonishing secrets of their ancient wayfinding, a blend of observation, ingenious devices, and a profound connection to the natural world that allowed them to conquer the seas without ever getting truly lost. Now is the moment, the time to set sail with the Vikings across the roaring seas and uncover the incredible secrets they used to navigate their world. But before we begin this epic journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Let the adventure begin. One of the primary tools in the Viking navigator's arsenal was the sun, a constant and reliable guide when it was visible. They understood the sun's daily arc across the sky, its changing position with the seasons, and how its height at noon could indicate their approximate latitude. This knowledge was likely passed down through generations, becoming ingrained in their collective consciousness. While a simple observation of the sun's position could provide a general direction, the Vikings also developed a remarkable instrument known as the Sunstone. Though much debated and still somewhat mysterious, archaeological finds and sagas suggest these stones, possibly cordierite or calcite, possessed polarizing properties. Imagine a cloudy, gray day in the North Atlantic. For other sailors, it would bring despair, but for a Viking, a sunstone might have offered a glimmer of hope, a way to maintain their bearing. On such overcast days, when the sun was hidden behind clouds, a sunstone could allegedly be used to detect the direction of polarized light in the sky, thereby revealing the sun's approximate position. While its exact mechanics are still being studied, the very concept speaks to the Vikings' innovative spirit and their relentless pursuit of practical solutions to complex problems. Coupled with a sun compass or Viking compass, a wooden disc with a central pin whose shadow could indicate direction at different times of the day. These solar instruments formed the backbone of their daylight navigation. But the sun isn't always available, especially during the long, dark Arctic winters or on voyages that stretched through the night. This is where the stars became indispensable. The North Star, Polaris, remains relatively fixed in the sky, serving as a reliable indicator of north in the northern hemisphere. Vikings, like many ancient mariners, would have been intimately familiar with the constellations and their movements, using them to chart their course. The Big Dipper, Cassiopeia, and other prominent star patterns would have been their celestial roadmap, guiding them across the inky blackness. Their knowledge wasn't just theoretical. It was practical, honed over countless hours on deck, observing and internalizing the celestial dance. They didn't need sextants or sophisticated astronomical tables. Their eyes and minds were their most powerful instruments, capable of estimating angles and tracking movements with impressive accuracy. Beyond the celestial guides, the Vikings were also master readers of their immediate environment. The wind, for example, was not just a force to propel their ships but a source of information. By feeling the wind on their faces and observing its effect on the water, they could infer its direction and strength. They also understood prevailing wind patterns in different regions, using this knowledge to plan their routes and predict conditions. Similarly, ocean currents, though less obvious, played a crucial role. Vikings would have learned through experience and observation about the major currents that flowed through the North Atlantic, such as the North Atlantic Current, using them to their advantage to conserve energy or avoid dangerous areas. Even subtle changes in water temperature, color, or salinity could offer clues about their location or proximity to land. Perhaps one of the most remarkable aspects of Viking navigation was their ability to interpret biological signs. Birds, for instance, were living compasses. Seabirds like gulls, petrels, and kittiwakes typically nest on land and forage at sea. If a Viking ship encountered a large number of these birds flying in a consistent direction, especially near dawn or dusk, it was a strong indication of land in that direction. The legendary Raven Banner, a symbol often associated with Viking raiders, might even have had a practical origin. While primarily a battle standard, some sagas hint at the use of ravens as navigational aids. Released from the ship, a raven would fly towards the nearest land if it could see it, providing a crucial bearing for the sailors. Similarly, the presence of specific types of fish, whales, or even floating debris like driftwood could indicate proximity to certain coastlines or trade routes. This bionavigation, relying on an intimate understanding of the natural world, showcases a profound connection between the Vikings and their environment, a level of ecological literacy that is truly awe-inspiring. Another crucial element of Viking navigation was their methodical approach to exploration and charting. While they didn't create paper maps in the modern sense, they certainly developed mental maps and passed down oral traditions of routes, landmarks, and dangers. When sailing into uncharted territory, they often used a technique known as landfinding or island hopping. Instead of setting out across vast open stretches, they would sail from known landmass to known landmass, always keeping an eye out for new islands or coastlines. This allowed them to gradually extend their reach, building up a cumulative knowledge base that grew with each voyage. Their ships, the famous longships and nars, were also perfectly suited for this type of exploration. The longships, with their shallow drafts, could navigate rivers and fjords, while the sturdier nars were built for the open ocean, capable of carrying cargo and supplies for long journeys. These vessels were not just transportation. They were integral to their navigational success, designed for both speed and stability in challenging conditions. The collective knowledge and experience of the crew were also paramount. Navigation was not the sole responsibility of one individual but a shared endeavor. Experienced sailors, often referred to as landmen, landtakers, or hafnemen, harbormen, would have possessed vast amounts of local knowledge passed down through generations. They would have known the subtle nuances of coastal features, the depth of harbors, the location of dangerous shoals, and the best places to find fresh water or shelter. This communal knowledge, combined with the individual skills of observation, made the Viking fleet a formidable force, capable of venturing into the unknown with confidence. Their sagas are filled with accounts of extraordinary voyages, from Eric the Red settlement of Greenland to Leif Erikson's exploration of Vinland, North America. Journeys that required an unparalleled level of navigational expertise. In essence, the Vikings never got lost at sea without compasses, because they possessed a comprehensive system of navigation that relied on acute observation, deep environmental understanding, and ingenious low-tech tools. They read the sun, the stars, the winds, the currents, and the behavior of animals as if they were pages in a grand celestial and terrestrial atlas. Their reliance on holistic natural indicators, passed down through generations and refined through countless voyages, allowed them to conquer the seas and forge an empire that spanned continents. It wasn't magic, but a profound and practical mastery of their world, a testament to human ingenuity and the enduring power of observation. What incredible lessons can we still learn from their ancient wisdom in our technology-driven age? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more journeys into history's greatest mysteries.